So today's class we're going to talk about spine, and we're going to focus on spine extension. So we're going to use a nice pillow for that. So it's going to be fun, and it's really going to be, we're trying to get really specific in the movements that we can do. But we'll start with the morning stuff. So lift up the big toes. Okay, lift up the small toes. Good. Now see if you can keep that right foot on the outer edge. Yeah. Do you feel that wants to tug in?
Yeah, oh yes.
So see if you can keep the weight on your outer edge. So really push those ankles out. Yeah, don't let it come in. Yeah, so see if you can really relax it. There you go. Hold it there. And now lift up your small toes. There you go. Good. So now we're going to make it a little hard. All the toes up. Big toe down on the left foot. And the small toes down on the right foot. And then we're going to switch. Messing with my brain too, but you can work it. All right, ankles. So let's rotate the ankles. Okay, now keep the toes all the way up. So keep all your toes all the way extended, all throughout this motion. Okay, now bend your toes all the way. And now we're going to circle the other way. Good. Switch your legs. So toes relaxed. They can move all along. Okay, then all the toes up. See if you can make that circle as big as possible and the same size as when you just move, when you relax your toes. Okay, turn the other way. And now we bend the toes and keep them bent. Beep. Yeah, it's hard, eh? Ooh. Okay, let's go for them hips. So we're going to go here to the side. Was it sore after last session?
No, actually, not too bad.
That's good. Look at it.
I was feeling better in my shoulders, but I'm trying to do most days, or some of it.
Good. These are going better as well, eh?
Yeah, much better.
Now see if you can really focus on that extension. So switch legs. See if you can really emphasize when your knee goes behind your hips. Yeah, so really see if you can squeeze that bum as hard as you can. And what I sometimes like to do is just put my fingers like that, right on those muscles, and I just want them to feel like they're contracting, like the max, and I can't squeeze them any harder. Good. All right. Scapulas. So we're going to go up, backwards, down. That will make that nice rotation. Good. Now think about keeping those elbows fully locked. And make fists and really push them into your thighs. And don't let them come off. Okay, turn the other way. Keep those elbows locked. See if you can keep those humerus as close to your body as possible as well. That will give it just that extra bit of closingness. Good. Shoulders. So we go here. We cross them in front of our bodies. Rotate that biceps. Move them all the way back. And reverse. Go there. Good. And now see if the stuff we talked about the last time, see if you can really focus on internal rotation, move it as far back as possible, and then move it up. Good. Yeah. And now you feel your sticky zone is about here, right? Yeah. So see if you can go from here, you twist your biceps, so you do that right, and now as you go back, keep twisting those biceps. Keep twisting them, keep twisting them. So now what you do is you start, you keep it there, and then at the end, you rotate. Right. And I want you to keep rotating all the way throughout that motion. So really ring out. Yeah, there you go. Okay, one more. Keep ringing that. Especially this one that has a hard time with that. Yes. And that's what they call a sticky zone. So if you would want to do this on your own, you can do this part. Yeah. You can do this part, but then really focusing on that specific part where you go like, hey, that's where I have, so about there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rotate the biceps upwards and downwards. You're really going to focus on making that shoulder move. So that's how you train those sticky zones. All right, cool. Let's go to the spine. So come and sit on your hands and knees. And we're just going to start off with feeling what that feels like again when we start at the bottom, round, we get to the middle back, we get to the upper back, and then we're going to extend at the bottom, mid back, upper back. And see if you can feel all those muscles work. So if you round, you're going to feel your abdominal muscles. And if we extend, so arch, you're going to feel the muscles that run right next to your spine there. And see if you can find all those areas. And when I focus on my lower back and my upper back, my head just stays relatively relaxed. So I'm not overly bending or extending my neck. I try to just keep it relatively in the same position. And I move the rest of my body. Good. Now come and sit back on your heels a little bit more. So we're going to do that same thing. We're going to round all the way. And extend. So round at the bottom, mid back, upper back, extend, lower back, mid back, upper back. Round. And arch. Round and arch. You should start to feel that those muscles are warming up a little bit. Start to feel that they're working. Good. So now we're going to grab the pillow. And what we're going to do, we're going to put our bellies on the pillow. like this. So for now, we're just going to keep the elbows on the floor. I'm not actually going to push with the elbows, but I'm going to feel where that pillow is. And what I'm going to do, just to start off with, I'm going to push that pillow into the floor and relax. Push it into the floor and relax. Push the pillow into the floor. So my hips are relaxed. I'm not using my legs to do this, but I'm as if I'm extending my spine, and therefore I push that pillow into the floor. And what you're going to feel is that the muscles, the pillow is here, the muscles in this part of my spine, they are doing that motion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put that thing a little higher. Just a few centimeters. So now it's underneath your ribs, right? So we're going to do the same thing. The rest of my body position doesn't change. I'm just going to push those ribs into the pillow. And here all we're trying to do is find those specific regions, the segments that are here. Just see if you can find them, if you can use those to make the motion. Good. Okay, now put the pillow a little higher even. A few centimeters higher. And we're going to push that in. You should feel that it starts to become a little bit, so the contraction happens a little bit higher than what it did before. So if you feel it all the way down here, see if you can make it more specific to about the mid back. Good. Now put the pillow a little higher even. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing. So now we're going to push that sternum into the pillow. And you can play around with your arm position. I think I like it best a little bit close to my body. The higher I put the pillow, the more my elbows go here. And I'm trying to push in and trying to find the segments that live right in between my shoulder blades, because that's about where the pillow is. So I'm pushing the pillow as if I'm trying to slide it forwards and up. Good, let's go a little higher. Okay, there we go. This one is always the hardest. And we're really trying to push our sternum that way. So push it in and you scoop it. As if you try to push that pillow a little bit forward. Okay, I'm going to put it a little higher. And I'm really trying to push that pillow that way. Okay, good. So, this just then gave a little bit of an activation. Go, okay, this is where we're going to push towards. So now we're going to put the thing back on the belly. And what we're going to do now, so the first thing that we did was just press it in and relax. Press it in, relax. So what we're going to do now is we're going to press it in, and then everything above the point where I'm then touching, So everything that's below, that's going to stay in the same position, and everything on top of that is going to go up. And I'm really trying to hinge over that point where the pillow is. And then I go back. So press the pillow in, and then extend off. And I really want to feel a specific contraction right here in that lower back. This is easy, so if this is hard for you, you keep your elbows on the floor. This is a little easier for you. You can lift the elbows off the floor. If this is still easier for you, we go here. Move your elbows up. Or if it's super easy for you, we go here. Press it in. And do that. So the lower back is generally pretty strong. You should be able to handle this pretty well. Okay, let's put the pillow underneath the ribs. So we're going to do that same thing, and you decide how hard you make it on yourself. If you keep your elbows on the floor, if you take them off, if you up, and then do that, or we go here, and then that. So we're going to push our ribs into the pillow. And then I'm trying to hinge. And I feel the contraction right at the lowest edge of my ribs. Exactly where the pillow is on the other side, on the same level. So press it in. And then everything above the pillow is going to come off. Okay, relax. Press in. Extend off. Press in. Extend off. And that should feel like a very specific contraction. Right at the lower ribs or the lower than T-spine. Okay, let's put the pillow a little higher. And you'll notice that the higher we get, the harder it becomes. Yeah, and if you feel your lower back is still doing a lot of the work, see if you can start with really pushing that pillow into the floor, because that should prevent that lower back from joining the party a lot. So same thing, press it in. And you'll see that when I do this, my motions are becoming smaller, so I can't pull my upper body off. And that's fine, that's normal. Because our T-spine doesn't have that much extension, but we still want to be able to extend it. Good, keep going. So leave that completely relaxed. So press your chest into the thing. Okay, and now I'm going to hold this down and you're going to extend everything that's above it. Good, now extend your arms. There you go. You should feel like a contraction here, right? Good. And it's really about finding those segments. Okay, let's go a little bit higher. Okay, so from here, press in, pull off. If you feel this a lot in your neck, keep your chin tucked in. And this should feel like a very solid contraction, and again a little higher than where we were before. So I feel it contracting there now. And most people who have like a sitting desk or like a sitting job, or they spend a lot of time sitting, extension is definitely something you want to train, because it's the first thing we lose in our spines. Okay, so bring it up, push it in, lifting it up, pushing it in, lifting it off, pushing it in, pushing it in. Okay, let's put that pillow a little higher again. So now it's really going to be important to not use your neck for this. So I want to keep the chin relatively tucked in. So I don't want you to move your head backwards, so it just stays there. So press that in. And extend over. There you go. Press in. Extend. Press in. Extend. Press in. Extend. Good. All right. Is it okay? Yeah. Okay, let's put the pillow down, then down again. So now we're going to go for a couple of 10-second holds where you're really trying to push that pillow into the floor and everything above it, you lift it off. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So we're going to go here, press it in, and lift it off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And you're trying to focus your tension around here. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Okay, let's do that again. Really try to focus to feel the muscles contract there. So press that pillow into the floor and lift off. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Wow, that was easy. Okay, let's put the pillow a little higher. So now we're at the ribs. Okay, so we're going to press those ribs in. Press them in. Lift them up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And when I'm doing this, I'm really trying to visualize that this segment, this is where most of the contraction happens. So that's where I'm trying to contract those muscles harder and harder and harder and harder. So that's the mental part of this exercise. Okay, so press that in. Lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep pushing your pillow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Okay, let's put it a little higher. Okay, so press that in. Press the pillow to the floor. Lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. So press it in. Lift it up. And really see if you can push that really hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One more time. And really see if you can visualize that you're contracting those muscles right in that spot. You should feel like there's about 5 centimeter long contraction happening there. Instead of that, it's everything. Okay, let's do it again. So press it in. And lift off. Good. 10, 9, 8. Don't let me pull this away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Does that help? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So sometimes it helps if you visualize that someone pulls that pillow away, so you really keep that jammed into the floor. Because if your only focus is going to be on lifting it up, then you actually take away a bit of the pressure, and also with that a bit of that specific extension. Okay, let's go a little higher again. Okay, same thing. We want to feel about a 5 centimeter part of our spine that contracts. So press it in and lift off. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Still alive? Still alive. Okay, good. Okay, let's do it again. So press in And don't let anyone pull that thing away. And then extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's put a little higher. Okay. So, there we go again. So, press it in. Now you're going to feel a little bit of it in between your shoulder blades. So, press that in and lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Okay, let's do it again. So we're going to press that in and extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, one more time. So press it in, extend up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Cool. So, put the thing away for a little bit. Come sit on your hands and knees again. And let's see what that feels like now. So, start there. Around everything. And then from there, we're going to extend. Extend, 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 extend. And that should feel like there's a lot more extension happening than there was before, especially in that upper back. Okay. Okay? All right. So let's grab the pillow again and come sit on your heels if that's okay. So from here, we're going to focus on that spine extension again. So we're going to round everything. And then from here, we're going to extend everything up. And I'm going to try to squeeze that pillow as hard as I can. So put the pillow a little higher. So right about at your sternum. Now I want you to push that sternum all the way up towards the ceiling. So we're going to go here. And all the way up. And all the way up. And it should feel like you're really contracting. Good. So really see, you can press into here. Really contract the muscles right here. So I think it helps if you sit back on your heels a little bit more. Because now you can't then use your hips. Yep. Extend, extend, extend. Good. Hold it there. Good. One more rep. Now we're going to hold it into that extended position. So we're going to hold it there. And then from there, we're going to rotate. And we're going to rotate. So as you can feel, that's not a lot of motion. So if you look at it from the back, so I'm fully extended. That's about as much rotation as I have, but I really feel it's very specific right next to my spine. Good. So, slump again, and then from there, extend all the way up. Rotate. Rotate. Keep going, rotate. Going to do 10 reps. 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that spine extended. 8, 9, and 10. All right, relax.